Hello everyone, it's me, Stringless, from the studios. First of all, want to thank everyone and wish them all a happy Halloween. I don't personally celebrate it because I'm Australian, but to all those who do, good day to you. Anyway, we have a bit of an update. So, a long time ago, probably not that long actually, uh, Joey Studios released that they were gonna make a game called Bendy the Cage. Now, they started making it, however, it got a bit too ambitious, I believe, and they said that they're going to put it on ice, hope maybe return to it one day when they're like better suited. However, lately they've done a lot of teasing in regards to the word thaw and ice melting. So, and today has come to fruition where we have a teaser for Bendy the Cage, as well as a Steam page, as I've heard. I haven't watched either or looked at the Steam page, but we're gonna react to it now. So, Bendy the Cage. Alright, ready everyone? 3, 2, 1, go. Remain calm, not for children, seizure warning. Joey Studios, yep. Ah, yes. Or decay. Oh, that's terrifying. Ooh, Henry, hi! I can see that flashing on the screen. That was in Secrets of the Machine, I believe. The warden is watching. Seems to be a lot of... Ooh. Hi. Who is that? Henry. Oh! What's that you got on your head? Something he's got on his head. I don't know what that is. Is that like some helmet? Armor? Who knows? Fight the Madness 2026. Okay. Well, that was certainly something. Right, and that's all we get. Okay. Well, I think that looked actually very promising. Bendy the Cage. I've heard it's going to be in a third person rather than first person. So similar, possibly similar to Bendy Lone Wolf when they made that. But anyway, I'd say that's Bendy the Cage. It looks promising. Let's head over to the Steam page and have a read of that. So here we are, Bendy the Cage. Escape a twisted prison filled with the darkest experiments gone wrong. Now set loose in the shadows to hunt you down. Unleash your deadly acts in this action psychological horror taking place during the events of Bendy and the Dark Revival. Fight the madness. Okay, so we've also got a few screenshots. I'll have a look at those in a moment. However, I'll keep reading because I believe there's a bit more. Okay, so test your sanity as you take control of Henry in this third-person horror experience taking place during the events of Bendy and the Dark Revival. Condemned to the Keeper prison known as the Pit, Henry must survive the horrific inmate and mangled experiment set loose to devour him. A labyrinth of steel, industrial dread lay before him as his mind is invaded by the past. Discover the hidden blood-stained truth behind the monsters as you explore the dark levels of the pit, slowly making your way to the very top of the facility. Take on the darkness with your axe in brutal melee combat, unleash fast, heavy attacks, block and parry incoming attacks, shove foes away, stomp on enemies with a vengeance, and time dodges to avoid being torn apart by the things that hunt you. Dive into the shadows for limited supplies as you embark on a twisted tale of Henry's self-discovery while facing down new and familiar creatures in the ink. Find the Maestro, escape the prison, fight the madness. Oh, we're gonna search for Sammy, I guess. Well, anyway, this is looking very promising. I'll have a look at the screenshots now, actually. Okay, so our first screenshot... Quite a lot of birds. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Our first screenshot is the hallway that we've seen before. It looks like there's some sort of spiral at the end. There's a bit of a motif I've seen in the recent teasers where they got like a spiral in it. But there's not really much to see. There's something red at the end, but I think that was like a screen that had like Henry's picture on it. I think I saw it in the trailer. It had like, it looks like it was like one of those things saying like a wanted poster sort of thing, but it's on the screen. There's also a little TV on the first pillar that was like displaying just some random things. But overall, it looks alright. Looks pretty decayed as well. Next one is of a security camera with a sign that says "The Warden is watching." Now, there was a long time ago. There was an image of some big brute-like creature. People now think that's the Warden, but honestly, it could be anyone. It could be just like a regular keeper or something entirely new. We're gonna have to wait and see. Now we got a shot from behind Henry. He's just in another decayed hallway with his axe. He has that helmet thing. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of headgear that he has. There was a line in the description of the game where it said, like, haunted by the past. Maybe this is, like, sort of trying to keep his visions in check, because he had, like, a few strange visions when playing Bendy and the Ink Machine. There was a few moments where, he some flashing lights and some weird things pop out. But maybe this is, like, to keep it in check or make it worse. I don't know. This could be either or. Now we have some other creature. Looks like a cartoon character turned monster sort of thing. Bit of a brute sort of character, got a big mouth. I can see a nose, so maybe like a clown. Like it's got like the big nose, and it might be a clown. You know, honestly, looking at him, he reminds me of Ken from the Gaslight District. I'll put a picture up, but just for a comparison. Is anyone else seeing it? Just me? Okay. But anyway, this looks like a big brute enemy type that we might face while we're in the pit. Second to last screenshot today, we have a lost one. That was in the trailer. He was quite angry. I'm just going to call him the Rabbit Lost One because it's funny. But yeah, there's not really much to say here. It's just a cage, lost one, and a lot of red lighting. And lastly, for now, we have another shot of Henry around the front this time with the helmet. Again, it's got like the bright light down the middle, but I do think it's like, because it's got pipes around the front, so I think it's probably like a thing to calm his mind a bit. Because if he's getting hallucinations and like visions like he did in Bendy and the Ink Machine, this might be the thing to keep him in check. Maybe it's like akin to like the seeing tool, how you pull it up, or you put the helmet on and you get to see things more clearly, or you have to take it off at certain points. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. This looks like an interesting mechanic, but that's all for now, in terms of Bendy the Cage. However, I do have some other things to say. So I wanted to talk about some future projects that we have working on. I was going to play Curse of Dreadbear for Halloween, but time and availability were not on my side this day. But anyway, we also have a few Deltarune videos coming out. I quite liked voicing ERAM and doing like a voiceover of Deltarune, so we're probably going to keep doing that in future videos. As well as possibly some Deltarune theories. I have one that I'm cooking on, maybe a crackpot theory, but we have to wait and see. I do want to apologise for the Wormwood Bloom Guide. That's been taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Again, time has not been of the essence lately, so that's just going to take its time. And I'm sorry for the delay. But anyway, that should be all for this video. Alright, fine, I'll go. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good day. Happy Halloween!